Hello, hello, hello. I am Jackie Brown, and thank you for joining me here on Brown and AI. Um, welcome back. Welcome back. Actually, I think it's mainly me. Welcome back. For those of you all that are new to this channel, I have not recorded a video in almost 6 months. Yes, I have been on a 6 months hiatus, and we are going to get into why why I took my hiatus. Yeah, we can get into that. And then I can tell you about what I'm done and why I'm focused and why I'm doing this video and to let everyone know of the direction that we're going with this channel. Um, Yes, because I've been thinking about it a lot. 6 months is a long time to think about it. But there was a reason that I took took such a break because this is not my full-time job. I am a novice. I have said this before on multiple times on this channel to let you all know I am not a computer science major. I am not a computer science I do not fix my own computers. I have never built any of this stuff before. My focus in life has been in marketing. Actually, my career has remained mainly in sales, in every form of sales, business to business, business to consumer, all of that. I have spent my life in the sales field. So I am a novice when it comes to the AI industry. When it comes to computer science, I am a novice. So when you come to this channel, just know, don't look for big tech talk. Don't look for that. You won't find it there. If you want somebody to fall and get up with, this is your channel. If you want someone to feel like that you're going through the same thing with them and you're building something, you're in that kind of classroom environment to where you're building something along with somebody, this is that channel. This is not where somebody has already done this, they know what to do, and they get on their computer. They may even show you, and they're going through so fast that you have no idea what they said. You go and you join their community and all of that, and you still lost. That's not this channel. I'm trying to break this down as basic as possible because I am a novice. I half the time don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just learning it from mainly from YouTube University like you are. So, if that's what you love, stay tuned because that is why I'm here, and that's why I've always been here, and that's why I started this channel. One, because I wanted to document my process and to document what I was learning as I was going along. Um, but it became kind of cumbersome into my actual life to just sit down and uh hop on my computer, still record and still try to do the different things, the different tasks I was trying to do in AI and in my business and stuff like that that I wanted to do. I wanted to show online, but it was just going to take too much time. It was just going to be too much. There were some other reasons that we're going to get to next, but I just want you all to know this is the novice channel. I do not have, I don't, I'm building up my experiences. I'm not as basic as I used to be, but I am learning. So AI automation, AI interaction, prompt engineering, building workflows, creating systems online, putting together various gadgets and different things like that, and computer system, all a novice. Okay. Um, I don't know if I've said this before, but um, the only real, I've always had a computer around since I was very young, early, like 7, 8 years old, when my parents finally got a computer. Was when the PC first kind of premiered at home, and I thought it was a truly amazing thing. But then when I found out that you had to know extreme math, I got turned off and knew that that was not the direction I wanted to go with my life. Yes, that's when I knew. When it was like, okay, you have to learn calculus. Oh, that's okay, that's fine. Linear equations and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm fine, thank you. I'll go along with this college algebra and be okay. I'm going to go a different path. And that's the kind of mindset I had in my quantitative methods class my last year of my bachelor's degree. When the opportunity first it kind of exposed itself of going into the AI field and the different things that AI was doing. My professor spent a whole class talking about how the improvements they were making in AI and where the direction of AI was going. I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was great. I thought it was really cool. And as a child that grew up watching the Jetsons and always wanted my flying car and wanted to live in that kind of lifestyle and is a Trekkie and wanted that next generation Star Trek lifestyle, I thought it was amazing. Like I said, math turned me off. That class had a lot of math. I decided, no, I'm gonna stay in marketing. I'm gonna use all this time. I'm gonna use all this time. But hindsight, probably should have did it, would have got paid a lot more. But now I still have that curiosity. And in 2018, when I was introduced to ChatGPT, it opened my eyes and brought me here. It brought me to this place to where I love interacting with AI. I done it very consistent on consistent basis. I think it is a great tool. I think it is a great tool for the future and the things that are coming. There are some problems with it. There are some things that needs to be worked out ethically and all the way around how we use it. That's a whole nother video. But I am very much in tune with this movement and I love it and I want to be a part of it. Uh I am making measures to make it a little bit more full time to where I don't this isn't just a lag on the end of my day or something I have to go do, but even still I'm still involved. Um so I may have the thing is doing all of that and trying to still remember to record. That's the issue. That has been an issue is that when I go to work on my computer, on my laptop or stuff like that, and I'm trying to do stuff or I'm trying to make something or build a workflow or try to build an agent. I just, sometimes I'm not in the clothing or the hairstyle or have the hairstyle, have the nails, the makeup, none of that. Well, I don't really wear that much makeup, but I'm just saying my hair may not be done. My I may be in my pajamas with my bonnet on, and I'm just trying to see if I can do this workflow before I go to bed so I can accomplish another task. Or I know I have something else done. Or I'm trying to get this email prompt to work. Those things I have been doing all along. I just have had to, it's like, just getting to record. And I don't know if you can hear the little bit of noise in my house. I have quite a few animals that make it a little bit hard to record videos. Um, so you won't see the same background I had before, not that much. I've been working on my virtual background, so I have some really cool virtual background. So we're gonna switch this up. This is gonna get real fun. That has been one of the improvements I love with AI. How like videos have been changing, how pictures have been improving. We have came a long way in that manner. And I intend on showcasing that all in behind me. So I know this is generic, but stay tuned. We have some fun ones. But that is one of the issues. Okay. So second. So that you know, just got to establish I'm a novice. This is something that I'm doing on my own time outside of my actual job that makes me money. Hopefully, hoping that one day this will make me money. Okay. Two, which kind of ties along this. AI and experimenting with AI can get extremely expensive. Um, some of the software is expensive. Some of the hardware is still expensive. Not as much as it used to be in the olden days. It has came a long way, but certain things are still expensive, and this becomes a very expensive hobby. Yes, it does. For if you're not getting those checks, and I only had, like I said, I am here for my if I'm here for one person, I'm here for all. And I am so grateful for my 6 views that I had on my last video. I think the top I've ever had is like 10. I am happy for that. And my one subscriber. You know what I'm saying? I am here for you. But I'm not getting paid for YouTube money, if you want to know. So this is a very expensive hobby. And that has been another thing is trying to one learn the tech I need and then acquire the tech that I need so that I can start doing the different things that I want to do. I think the last video that I stopped on, we were trying to upload our own large language model onto our personal computer so that I could have a local model. And I was trying to download OpenAI GPS OSS 20B onto my laptop. And that was one of the funniest videos. Oh my God. It cracked me up all day. It was so funny trying to hit the benchmark. So then that's when I found out that if you don't have the right equipment, uh your language model cannot operate on it. If you don't have the right one or if you don't have enough, it will make it harder for your large language model to operate. So even though you can have it on there, it may not give you the correct answer or be able to have a complete thought because it doesn't have everything it needs. So that became the thing. So now I'm like, okay, you have to get more creative. So you will find so in the new direction of where we're going, you're going to start finding some very inexpensive ways to get the tech that you need, play with the tech you need, and we're going to try other models that you may not have heard about, or that aren't, or options that may not be the one that is trending on YouTube. I do want to try some of the big ones. I still like OpenAI and their project. I'm kind of a little upset with them and this U.S. government information sharing thing. We'll talk. We can talk about it, but we don't have to. I don't agree with it. But that has still been the large language model that I have used consistently for all these years. And that has kind of been the backbone and has the most intelligence on me. But I have started to try other different things. Claude, which is not cheap. I've tried to start trying to play with Claude and some other alternatives, but there are other large language models out there that are alternatives to some of the big ones that are more expensive and have a higher subscription. So, and there are open source projects out there. I'm going to try. You'll find them right here on this channel. Because it does get expensive. So if you're looking for the alternative, you're still in the right place. Like I said, we're novice. We're starting with the alternatives, the cheap, inexpensive. We won't call them cheap, but we'll call them inexpensive because sometimes just because it doesn't cost as much or it doesn't have that much attention doesn't mean that it's not bad. It may still work properly and it might work well for what you're trying to build. Oh, and the other thing is, and some of the back knowledge. Like I said, my background isn't in computer science or anything like that. So sometimes I would run into bugs and it would really frustrate the crap out of me. Like just certain things I didn't know. Like there's certain things and I'll be typing it into different, like ChatGPT and Claude and stuff like that. And they'll be acting like you don't know what you should be. They would even kind of comment like, you don't know. Oh, ChatGPT has this thing now when I've been putting in the same thing a couple of times, it'll just go and say, do exactly as I say. Write exactly as I I put in. Don't type it on your own. Take this, put it in. And I'm okay with it because there are back things that I don't know, some basics that a computer science student, a freshman may know that I don't. And that was starting to frustrate me. And you can Google all you want to, you know what I'm saying? You try to find the videos. You just don't know. So the other thing that I have started to do, I have started to take various certifications and various classes to become more knowledgeable in this area. Um, it at first I really didn't know what classes to take. I signed up for the Verizon EDX program last year, and I kind of just went through and was like, okay, I'll just start any AI class they may have. Since then, I have started to research more, and now I am in various programs that will lead more to what I'm trying to do, for as my Jarvis project. And also to like I said, I want to make this a full-time thing. I would love for this to be my full-time job versus what I'm doing now because I love doing it. I'm having fun interacting with AI and trying to build things through AI, and I would love to build my own large language model. I want my own working AI system. So I'm actually trying to build that, and I've started to take more classes and um, enrolled. I am enrolled in Data Camp now, um, in their AI engineering program and also looking to get into the data science and machine learning programs because I have it in. This was a purpose. I wanted to build something on my own. And some things just aren't on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And maybe it is out here. But sometimes you have to go out and go get it yourself. And sometimes you got to pay for it, you know. You got to pay for that knowledge. So I've also started to do that versus just trying to sign up for everybody's class, get in everybody's school community, which I will eventually have a school community, but it probably will be free. Um, but it's not the same. It's not the same. You sometimes you just got to do your own homework. You got to go get a book. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Everything isn't online, and the information isn't always out there. But if you're a novice, you're learning. You know that. You learn that. Um, so those are kind of some of the reasons why I have left. But I do want to talk about what has kind of pulled me back into this excitement, and also what has pulled me back into like, okay, you need to get back to recording. I know I'm kind of late to the bandwagon, really late. About actually I heard about it a month ago, and now I'm about what 2 months late for the whole charade. But I heard about Openclaw. And if you have seen any of my other videos, you know that my goal is to create my own Jarvis. I want my own AI assistant that will not only answer questions, but will be an integral part of my lifestyle. Um, in business, career, something that is online and that can assist me online, but also in my physical world, including one day hooking up a home security system and all of that, all to the same AI. Okay, AI assistant to where it will completely pretty much operate like a true Jarvis would in Iron Man. Okay. Um, so that has been my goal. Openclaw kind of piqued my interest enough to kind of get me a little bit more situated to where I've been wanting to play with it. I now have Openclaw set up on Raspberry Pi. Uh-huh. See, we're starting lower. It's better than going out and getting a Mac Mini. You know what I'm saying? Inexpensive. We can talk about that too. But which we will. We will talk about my Raspberry Pi, which I am in love with. Oh my God. So in love with. Um and, it's gonna let me see if I can see it. So in love with. I love this little bitty thing. Because it has really changed a lot of things. Yes, I am still working to where my son is building me a computer. Like I said, those things get expensive. And we have started to discuss me actually building my own local server here at my home so I can have like a computer lab. Um, but until then, Until then, until the ching ching start flowing like that, I am working off of this Raspberry Pi. Oh, you guys, this is a great place for you to play. I have the 8 gig. It has about 256 gigabytes of memory, and it is working. That I have Openclaw on here. I wanted to get my to download a large language model through Olama on there, but it did not work out. It made it very, very slow. So I'm like, okay, no, we'll get another one. Which they're not expensive. They're not as expensive as buying a whole nother computer. I'll tell you that. So, and I put it together myself. It was came with a kinetic, Connecticut. We're gonna say that right, Connecticut. It came this way. Okay, you see? Yeah. So I got this from the Micro Center near my home. Um, I put it together, and it is working. It is working. It's working well. It's Openclaw. I'm still having issues with. We'll get to that next. But Openclaw was one of those things, and it was like, oh my God, this is so close to what I wanted, I thought. But it got me very much excited to where I was like, okay, if I'm working with this should be something. And I saw so many videos. I was like, okay, we have to come from the novelist point, and I want to get back and record. So yes, Openclaw was one of those big things that dinged. And I was like, oh my God, this is close to my project. And it really helps going into what I want to do. Since then, there have been some other things that have kind of came out. Hermes is another one that I want to try because of an issue that I'm having with Openclaw, which is the memory, and that is kind of what I've been hearing all over. It's the memory, and I've already added the QMD memory, and it still seems to forget. I can spend the whole day working with my Openclaw, and then tomorrow it doesn't remember. It only remembers like two or three things out of everything we did, and it's usually under remember the coding issues. So if you have advice on that, please comment. Please help me out. Help me out with the memory for Openclaw, especially on a Raspberry Pi. But I also have Openclaw set up on a different agent set up on a VPS through Hostinger. Remember Hostinger? We still love Hostinger. I do have an alternative to Hostinger. Hostinger isn't expensive, but it's not the cheapest. And just so you can have another alternative, like I said, we're novice here and we're hobbyists. So sometimes you're working with a budget. Um, so I do have an alternative, which I'm going to do a video on. But yeah, for right now, I do have Openclaw on a VPS that I am trying to work with, and both of them, I still kind of have the same issue. I'm still kind of having the same issue. I'm also they're not running through Claude Code or OpenAI. I'm not running it through neither one of those. I am running it through a cheaper alternative. You have to come back for that. Um, Yeah, you have to come back for that. But yeah, I'm running them on my large language model is not the standard. Um, and I haven't heard about it too much. So it is, and it's not breaking my bank because yes, like I said, this is expensive. So I kind of ran out of tokens trying to run it with OpenAI, which it did move a lot faster. Now, I won't lie, the language models I'm using have had to warm up, but OpenAI with OpenClaw really did work well. I've heard about Claude code not being able to use, or this Claude subscription not being able to use with Openclaw now. So I know a lot of people are going to be looking for alternatives. So hopefully maybe I can have one for you. What else? But yeah, that has kind of became a peak interest for me, and it really goes along with the mission of this channel. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to record it. The other thing, like I said, I have kind of went back to school on this. So I'm trying to get some certifications. Not trying. I am actively working on various certifications in AI engineering and in in machine learning engineering, so I can become a better student and a better consultant on finding and obtaining various ways of getting the agent that you want working on your project. That's pretty much what we're doing. So I just wanted to do that little recording to kind of let you all know. Like I said, thank you for everyone that tuned in before. I thank you for anybody that may start joining us now. But yeah, I did have to take a break, did have to refocus and get my thoughts together. So that we can go forward and really kind of maximize this channel and, do a lot of cool things. I really want this is very much an experimental channel. We are here to work together. When I hop on, you're usually watching my screen. This is probably the first and only video that I have that is just me talking the whole time. Normally I'm showing you pictures of what I'm doing, or you're watching my screen as I'm working. Um, and downloading because we're learning together. And that's the kind of community that is here. So if you enjoy that, if this is your first video, welcome along, and you think that this will be something that you're interested in, please, please, please come back, subscribe, like, and subscribe. It really does. It helps my confidence. I don't know if it's doing anything to the algorithm, but it helps my confidence. It helps me feel a little bit better. I'm still going to make the videos, but it helps me feel a little bit better as I'm doing them. Like I said, sometimes I'm not going to be as dolled up and pretty and put together. Sometimes you all might just have to start seeing a bonnet. I don't wear wigs, so you might just see a bonnet. Yeah, just gonna throw a bonnet on it and throwing some presentable clothes, like a t-shirt or something or a hoodie, but and just record because I'm now more focused on making sure that the content get out there than I am about the presentation. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my people. Um, and we're here to learn, we're here to grow, and we're here to build a really, really, really cool AI agent. Um, so I will see you on the next video. Thank you for stopping by. And have a great day. Mwah. Bye.